told you I'd like to come back and show the puppets to you before the graduation. And what we do is we use puppets as evangelism tool, mainly I would say for the younger generation. So we're here this morning to present to you how another tool in evangelism can be used. And I mean, we're definitely believers of the gospel as the number one tool in preaching, as being anointed by God to win souls to Christ. But a lot of times working with little children and even young people, puppets can be very effective. And but first of all, I'd like to introduce my family here. This is my lovely wife, Robin. My daughter, Angela, Nathaniel, and Joshua. And we're all happy to be here this morning. And why don't you guys go ahead and we'll get started. We've got, I believe, four skits. Four skits we do. Some are songs, some are stories. And so I'll kind of let Robin maybe say a little bit too as I'm getting ready.
Yeah, where's your hard hat?
My what?
Your hard hat. Can't you read? Oh, the sign's falling down again. Now, where is it?
Is this what you mean?
Yeah, that's it. Now read the sign.
It says construction area, hard hats required.
So, where's your hard hat?
I'm sorry, Mr.
Dirk Tucker. I didn't catch your name.
Mr. Tucker, I don't have a hard hat.
Well, hang on a minute. Oh, here it is. Here, try this on for size.
Oh, thank you.
Now, what was your name, did you say?
I'm Mrs. Hahn, and what are you building back there?
Well, I'm building Christians.
Christians?
Yeah, you know, it seems harder to build Christians these days.
Is that so? Well, tell me, are you using the right tools?
Why, sure. This hammer, for example. We use this hammer for pounding ideas into Christians' heads. And this crowbar, this is for prying them up out of their seats. But, and this hat that I have on, well, that's for protection.
What's this ruler for?
Well, I use this ruler for when I'm done building Christians. See, I measure them up with this, and if they don't measure up, out they go. Well, and this hard hat I was telling you, I use it for protection.
Protection from what?
Well, with all that hammering, prying, and measuring pieces of Christians, pieces are bound to fly everywhere. This hat keeps me safe.
Is that so?
Why, sure. Well, I'd better get back to work.
Mr. Tucker, I think you've been using the wrong tools. This is the right tool to use to build Christians.
Our Bible? Huh, that's only words.
Yes.
You won't find any hammers in there.
No, there's no hammers. But there are words in this book that strike at people's hearts.
Protection is the key.
Well, Mr. Tucker, there's prayer.
Prayer, you say? So talking to God protects me?
Yes.
Could I borrow your Bible for a while?
Oh, well, sure. In fact, you can keep this one. I have another.
Well, thanks a lot. And I don't think I'll be needing this hat here anymore. I'll give it to you.
Okay, Mr. Tucker.
So long.
Bye-bye, friend. Okay, now I'd like to introduce our next number. It is Be Humble. And it's the little girl's going to sing this. And we all know that to truly be humble in our hearts, we need Jesus living there.
Humble, he won't talk about himself. He's so funny, making honey, take him into your kitchen shelf. Love is humble, never proud. Mr. Bumble says boasting's not allowed. Mr. Bumblebee is humble, he's not all puffed up with pride. If you would do
fractured Bible story, and this is basically what happens when maybe Brother Kelly asks you to give a message and you wait till the very last minute, and you're up the night before going through the whole Bible trying to get your message ready together to teach other people, and this sometimes could be the result of that message. And it's about a camel who tells this story, and he gets a lot of his stories mixed up a little bit, okay? So if you'll give us just about 30 seconds, we'll do the fractured Bible story.
Once upon a time, a man was a-going from Jerusalem to Jericho, and he followed a cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night. And on the way, he fell among thorns, and the thorns grew up and choked him. And robbers stole 40 pieces of silver from him. And then he met the Queen of Sheba, and she gave him 1,000 talents of gold and 1,000 changes of raiment. That's clothes. Then he got in his chariot and drove like crazy. He drove under a big sycamore tree and got his hair caught in the branches of the tree. He hung there many days, and the ravens brought him food to eat and water to drink. Stupid boys. And then he ate 5,000 loaves and 2 fishes. One night, he was hanging there in the tree, and his wife Delilah came along and cut off his hair, and he dropped. And he fell on stony ground. But, like a trooper, he got up and went on, and it began to rain. And it rained 40 days and 40 nights. And he hid himself in a cave and lived on locust and wild honey. Yuck. Then he went on till he met a servant who said, "I married a wife, and I can't go with you. But I'll go out into the highways and hedges and repel them in." Finally, he got to Jericho. He saw Queen Jezebel sitting up high in the window, and she laughed at him. And he said, "Throw her down out of there." And they threw her down. Then he said, "Throw her down some more." And they throwed her down 70 times 7. And of the fragments, they picked up 12 baskets full and said, "Blessed are the peacemakers." Now, for the big question, whose wife will she be on the judgment day?
One day I went to school and met to my surprise a new kid just my age with muscles twice my size. And when I looked at him, I wished that I could be big and strong and tall instead of little me. But then I thought I never saw a pig flying like a bird. See a bird with teeth would surely be absurd. I never heard a horse get a horse from trying to speak. I never saw a turkey wish that he was green. And I'm so glad to be just who God made me. I envy nobody, 'cause God made me special as can be. So if you ever wish that you were someone else, desire to be content just to be yourself. Remember there's no one anywhere like you. So if you need advice, I'll tell you what
crusade, and you spend thousands of pesos. After the crusade, ilan na natira? Dalawa. After a month, nag-backslide yung isa. In 2 months' time, wala nang natira. Sayang yung thousands of pesos. But we have seen today one of the most effective means of communicating biblical truths. Huwag tayong maging matigas ang ulo, amen? Huwag crusade ng crusade kung walang nangyayari. And we have to employ the best means because we have the truth, the gospel. We have a story to tell to the nations. So let's all stand, please, and sing hymn 347. A song that shall conquer evil and shatter the spear and sword, and shatter the spear and sword. For the darkness shall turn to dawning, and the dawning to noonday bright, and Christ's great kingdom shall come to earth, the kingdom of love and light. We've a message to give to the nations, that the Lord who